I only drank juices for 3 days straight and I didn't have any food. Here's what happened. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about my juice fast experience. 2 weeks ago I did a 3-day juice fast where I didn't eat anything and I did some cleansing, I did some binders, which I'll all talk about later in this video, and I'll also share how I got to it, why it's so important to do one, and how you can do one yourself. So let's get into it. Some time ago I joined a program by Joshua Mason. Joshua Mason is the founder of the Detox Dudes. I'll link him below in the description. He is an awesome dude. I love his energy, I love his work, I love everything about it, and he goes very deep into detoxing. And one of the protocols I used from him was the gut healing protocol, which works so good. I also use it with my clients, and it's just a fantastic protocol on how you can heal your gut. One of the aspects of that was also doing actually a 5-day resurrection fast. And what it meant is that for 5 days you only drank juices, you took binders. Binders are supplements that attach to toxins in the body, so for example activated charcoal, and you would also do a saltwater flush and other stuff. That was basically it. And I only did the gut healing protocol first, and I was sort of like working on my other stuff, other biohacking stuff, which I'll share more about in the channel. And I thought like, oh yeah, 5 days, that's too long. He also said you could do a 3-day fast, but I was like, I'm not really going to do that, or I don't have the time or the energy to do it. But then I thought, hey, this gut healing protocol, I learned so much from him. Why not do the resurrection fast as well? It was insane. Before doing this fast, I never didn't eat for longer than 24 hours. So my longest fast was 24 hours. And I'll explain more about how the fast works, but basically you only drink juices for 3 days straight. And of course, like, you do get some calories in, but it's not like you're fully eating a meal. So let me get into what the fast was. So from Friday until Sunday, I didn't eat anything. I only drank juices. I had about 6 or 7 juices. Yeah, just green juices, for example, celery juice, one with spinach, kale, a ginger shot, all of that stuff. It was basically to cleanse the body. Then in the morning, I took a binder drink. So I took the activated charcoal along with some other binders. And then in the afternoon or at night, I did the same thing in order to fully cleanse the body. What were my results? They were quite remarkable. The first thing that I learned was my relationship with food. It wasn't that I necessarily craved the calories. Like, I did felt low energy, especially the second day. Like, the first day was all cool and fine and you still have all the calories left from the day before, but on Saturday I was really struggling because it was like, hey, you've already done 1 day, you still have 2 days to go, and that was a hard one for me. But what I found out is that I don't necessarily crave calories, I just crave the dopamine from the food. So for example, every morning I take a ketogenic smoothie bowl with all kinds of gut healing supplements in it, and it's so nice. Like, every morning I just look forward to eating it because I like it so much, but I couldn't have it. And what I found out is that I just really like eating foods, not per se the calorie content, but just the texture of the foods. And that's something that I of course couldn't have for 3 days straight. I was just drinking juices, and of course juices are good to drink. I did feel a lot of life energy coming into me through the juices, but it wasn't like it was really a nice thing to do. So that's the first lesson I learned, that my relationship with food is more about having nice foods that taste nice, that are healthy, but it also tastes nice to me, but it's not so much about the calories. And also the thing about food is that usually when you're hungry, it's not really that you crave the food, it's just that you want something to eat and you want the dopamine spike from eating. That's the thing I learned as well, because you don't even need the calories that much. You can burn off your fat, you can do all kinds of other stuff, but that was the thing that I noticed the most. And then the second thing was how much shit is actually in our body, literally. How many toxins we have in our body, how much old things we have in our gut lining. I didn't eat for 3 days, but I'll tell you, or I did go to the toilet for those full 3 days. So that just tells you there's no food coming in, but there's still a lot of waste coming out. And that's what really showed me, like, holy shit, like we have so much stuff that's being rotten in our gut system that makes sure that we have inflammation, that we have brain fog, and that will make sure you can operate at your full capacity. So that's one of the second things I learned, and I felt so much lighter after doing the fast. I can't even explain it. It's like, yeah, I just became a lot lighter, and not in a sense of weighing a lot less, but more in a mental or spiritual sense. The third thing I learned learned was more about myself, and that's about how everything is a mind game. Because what I saw when I wasn't eating for 3 days, so what my mind was saying to me was basically having self-pity. Like, oh yeah, you're having it so hard, you're not eating for 3 days, oh, you could watch a show, you could do this. And I just saw all of that mental chatter like coming up inside of my brain, and I was like, what is actually happening here? Like, is this happening all the time? Also during my normal waking hours? Like, do I have so much self-pity for myself that I am not going to do certain kind of things? And of course, during the fast, I just prolonged. I didn't listen to that voice, but it did show me like, what kind of stories do I have running in my head about food, about doing hard things and stuff like that. So it also motivated me to do more hard things, to do more stuff like this, or maybe a really hard workout, because you can do so much more than you think you're capable of. But that voice in your head is always weighing you down. It's always trying to get you back to your comfort zone, to the thing that it knows best. And that's the thing I learned from that as well. So if you are having gut issues, if you are having a funk, you don't really feel like you're that healthy, I would highly recommend doing a 3-day resurrection fast. You can ask Joshua Mason about the protocol. It was in his program, so I don't think he'll like me sharing it to you guys for free. But if you want to have it, you can send him a message or you can join his program and know more about it. It helped me a ton. Afterwards, I didn't have any gut issues anymore. Before, I used to have maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, like slight gut issues, and now it's just fully perfect. Like I can't even explain it, but I feel like I'm thoroughly cleansed. And for me, I'm going to do this at least every 6 months to have a reset for my digestive system, to clear out all the toxins and to really get towards optimal health. Because what I learned from Joshua is that it's not only about taking the right supplements, about optimizing your blood, it's also about detoxing the stuff that is in our body. Because if you don't detox it, if you, for example, have heavy metals that are creeping up in your body, you can take a magnesium supplement, you can go to bed at the same time, it just won't work, because those toxins in your bodies, those chemicals, they will keep building up, and it will keep you from having low energy, from doing the things you want to do. They will keep you in a brain fog state, and you just don't want that. So if you're just getting into your health journey, also really take into account the detox journey. It's a vital part of health. That was it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message on Instagram, and then I'll see you in the next one.